Alright YouTube, Paul Martin Belts back here again for a brand new Releathered video, and again it's a very good one. It is a very good replica. It is the 1987 Andre the Giant belt, also known as the Andre 87. This is actually, I don't know if you want to call it unused because it was shown on TV, but it was never used to represent the WWF Championship. Obviously, I wasn't born at the time that this was going on TV. I was born in '93. This happened in '87 odd. But the story the way I understand it is this was to replace the Hogan 86 after at WrestleMania 3. This was supposed to take over as the title. And actually, I've got the Hogan 86 down here. So yes, this was supposed to replace the Hogan 86. Just look at the size difference in that. It's incredible. Obviously you can see some design aspects on this taken from other belts. The globe is off the IC title, as is the bottom kind of shape here with the stars. This kind of oval like pattern, and this at the top is taken from the Hogan 86, as you can see. Same fonts as the Hogan 86, edges like that looks like the WCW US to me. Yeah, but anyway, this is not about the design, this is more about the Releathered. I'll just put that on the chair there. Okay, so yeah, now that that's out the way, I'll get onto the details of the strap. This is a Hogan 86 Andre 87, sorry, Releathered, but it has been shortened. I have the original Figs strap here, and I'll put this on top just to show the size difference. The customer requested this to be shortened because, to be honest, the strap that it comes on is ridiculously long. It doesn't fit anyone apart from Andre the Giant probably, and it doesn't even fit me on the very smallest setting, and I'm a bigger guy, so it's just insane. But it has been shortened. As you can see, I've shortened it about 4 inches on either side. You can see on this side as well. So that's the Figures Inc. strap right there, and you can see a kind of circle pattern with 4 dots. These are actually bolts that hold the globe on. That's a relief plate, which I didn't know until I took the plates off the strap. It's quite interesting to find out. But anyway, this strap may look pretty damn short compared to the Figures Inc. strap that it comes on, but funnily enough, this is still the longest strap I've ever done. Here I have the SWE belt. This was previously the longest strap I'd ever done on the belt. And if you can see it lining up there with the edge of the belt. Okay, they're exactly the same size, but the SWE belt, yeah. So it's equally the longest belt that I've ever done. So it's time to get some details shown. As you can see, it's a standard Midwest style. My camera isn't focusing very well. Oh, there we go. So if you can see there, I'm very happy with how this came out. I love the Midwest style tooling for snap boxes. Obviously you can see there on the edge, Paul Martin Championship belts. My camera's gone out of focus again, but anyway. Camouflage tooling going around the edge of the strap. This is a intercontinental style cut at the bottom to complement the shape of the plates. Obviously, that doesn't go over the edge of the strap. It lines up with the edge of the strap at both sides. So yeah, you can see that quite nicely. Again, the camouflage tooling goes all the way around. Basically creates a border around the plates. Over here we have a WWF logo that I tooled, there we go, that's good lighting, that I tooled into the strap. This was on the Figs version and on the real belt as well, so included. And as you can see, this is the smaller snap box. The female snap box, 2x5 row of snaps, and obviously the edge is tooled there to complement the gold tip, which is a bigger tip than most belts have. It's much wider there. It's the exact same width, but the length of it here is a bit bigger. just like everything about this belt, it's massive. That's what she said. Awful joke, yeah. As you can see, standard black leather backing. Very nice, covering up all the bolts and the snaps. So, snaps on this side, obviously. So it just folds up. It's not broken in yet because I barely ever break in straps unless it's requested by the owner. So yeah, you can see the shape here. You can kind of see a lump. That's the globe. You can see kind of points there. You can see it better in person, but that's kind of the bolts coming out there, there, and I think that's it. So that's the globe, like I mentioned, that sticks into the back of the leather there. Strange that they decided to put it on as a relief plate. Don't know if that was just for aesthetic reasons or if it was necessary, but either way, very nice replica. Well made. It's a casted replica, as you could probably already tell. But yeah, I'll show this as a comparison now, maybe to the Hogan 86 actually, because it's sitting right there. But I'll put it on my shoulder around the waist just so you can see how it looks. Okay, so here we are. Obviously this is it in hand. I don't know if the camera's going to be cutting my head off here because it's not on the stand that I usually put it up on. But straight away you can see the Andre 87 is an enormous belt, which should come as no surprise since it was designed to fit Andre the Giant. Even on the shoulder there, I'll put the Hogan 86 on the other shoulder. This is on my Figures Inc. strap, so it looks terrible. But right there you can just see the actual size difference between the two belts. It's just insane. There we go. Obviously you see the strap just hanging down the back there. The real leather strap obviously is not going to cause stiffness, if that's what you want to call it, in the leather. And damn, I just love this belt, I honestly do. Difficult one to put on, I think, to be honest. Impossible on the fixed strap because it's too big, but it's such a large plate, it's quite difficult to hold in place. But as you can see there, I think if this came with a bigger curve in the centre plate, it would be a lot more fitting friendly. I don't know if that's even a term, but because it's virtually flat, it does come with a slight, very slight curve. But if it came with a bigger curve, I think it would definitely be a big improvement in replica. But obviously casted plates cannot be curved or they'll snap and crack, snap, crack on pop. Awful joke again. That's 2 in this video. But yeah, definitely a great replica. If you're thinking of picking it up, definitely go for it. It's an expensive one, but I say it's worth it, to be honest, especially with real leather. Probably as close as you can get to the real thing without spending the several grand price tag. But yeah, I'll just finish up this video and that'll be this done. Okay, so we're back here with the belt on the bed again. If you can tell, I've been trying to speed this video up because I'm actually in a hurry to leave, but that's beside the point. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful belt, and I'm very happy with how this real leather came out. I really think, not just tooting my own horn, but I do think a real leather, especially to a casted belt, it definitely just adds that last bit of oomph. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it really just makes it that last step better to making it as close as you can get to the real thing, basically, without buying the real thing. Again, I'm just rambling on and on. I know I do that in videos, but if you've made it this far, it probably doesn't bother you that much. So yeah, if you're interested in a real leather, again, like I always say at the end of the videos, PM me on Facebook. You can PM me on YouTube, but I barely ever notice those. Or the most effective way to get a hold of me is email at ecwnumbawan@gmail.com, because I also don't get notifications very often on Facebook, so I really shouldn't promote those YouTube and Facebook. Just, yeah, email me if you're interested. So yeah, thank you for watching this detailed look at my real leather of an Andre 87 belt. Again, I 100% recommend, if you're looking for a high quality replica, that you go with this one or another casted one. You're not going to go wrong with them. And what the hell, send it to me for a real leather and you'll basically have as close to the real thing as possible. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.